Yo, yo, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the top of the morning. What's good, y'all? This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. It is I, Daryl, your host on this 9th day of the second month of the year 22 of our Lord. It's episode what? God on couch. 32, episode 32 here. I got my co-host with me, Corey. What's good, fam? What you doing, baby?
Hey, not much, man. Been on a small heater here, so I'm all about it today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Sam, good morning to you. Hey, Corey, I haven't played in these last couple of days, with what's going on. But bruh, even out of your place to your spreadsheet.
Yeah, I'm on fire this month, man. I
Yeah,
think I
man.
won the last 10.
Yeah,
We're looking good though. We're looking good.
yeah, yeah. I tell you, man. Um, it's one of those things to where when you're hot, you're hot. You know what I'm saying? So you always make sure you don't slip up and you pick your right spots, but you've been picking them, Corey. So salute to you, brother. Salute to you.
Yeah, let's do it again today.
Hey, man, thanks for all of the thoughts and prayers. Appreciate it. Been a long weekend, and this will continually be a long week, but we got to give the people what they want, right? We got to give them what they want. The show must go on. So let's do it, man. About last night. Yeah, big slate last night, man. Big slate last night. If you were on the right size, man, it was a lot of blowouts. A lot of blowouts. You feel me? A lot of blowouts. First game, Phoenix goes into Philly. Phoenix wins. It was basically boiled down to a bad pass. I don't know if it was a bad pass or a bad read by Seth Curry, right? Joel threw it off to him. It was 107 to 110. Joel Embiid throws that ball. Seth misses it, and then that's it. That's it. 114 to 109. Indy just gets smacked by Atlanta, 112 to 133. Sam is saying favorites are 28-1 straight up and 26-2-1 ATS last 29. That's telling you something. That's telling you something. Ice Trey is still Ice Trey. Getting it done. Pacers, we see what's happening over there. Right?
They're making some good moves though for their team.
They are. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah, they are. They're making some moves. Boston, you see what's happening. Man, Brooklyn is a complete dumpster fire right now. The entire state of New York. The entire state of New York is a complete dumpster fire, dog. Complete. Brooklyn continuing to lose. 91. Boston gets them 126. Boston has turned it around, man. Turned it around. Clippers. The other Morris brother, you see what he did to Ja yesterday, got ejected. Doesn't matter. Memphis is on their own tear right now. They win at home 135 to 109. Houston playing New Orleans. New Orleans part of that trade, man. You know, they're doing some things right now. No Josh Hart. He sat down. Didn't matter. 97 to 110. New Orleans wins that game. Detroit goes to Dallas. Dallas on their own kind of tear, if you want to call it that. You see the interaction with Jason Kidd and Luka Doncic. Rick Carlisle will never. That's all I got to say. Good interaction, man. This team is coming alive. New York goes into Denver. That game was over before it started.
A couple of these games were over before they started, man.
Bro. That game was over before it started, Corey. You see Tibbs play his boys all the way down to 49 seconds left?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, dog? And then what happens? RJ Barrett gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're in trouble here moving forward.
They're in trouble. Milwaukee.
That game was over before it started.
Bruh.
You know, they had that line at like 3.5, 4.5. That's absurd.
Bro. I mean, I didn't get it. I didn't get. I mean, I looked at lines. I do my daily routine of just looking at the lines. But I didn't play nothing. But I looked at that line. I'm like, okay, who's out? You know what I'm saying? Was somebody supposed to be out that came in at the last minute?
Nah.
Did they have
Lakers
the
win one
entire
game. They
bro?
win one game against the Knicks, and the fucking bookies are like, "They're back. Fucking, they're back, baby. LeBron's back. Fucking throw that shit at 3." I was like, I don't understand. Like,
Man, I'm telling you now. I looked at that. I was in my car, man. I'm like, yo, is a whole starting five out for Milwaukee? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
Like,
was on -2 first half. I think they were up almost 20.
yeah.
This
Lakers,
is
bro, they,
crazy.
they got it cut to 10, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I'm telling you right now, man. Whenever you got Giannis shooting threes, it's curtains. It's
He was
curtains,
on
bro.
absolute fire yesterday too.
What
Didn't help the Lakers
he was
case.
like 8 for 8. His first, his first shots, he was just couldn't miss. Just couldn't miss. As you can see, I got my Lakers cup, but you can't see the Lakers. Right? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Orlando, Portland, part of that trade. It's just a fire sale over there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Portland's like, yo, we give you everybody on the discount for real, man. Portland's now. Do you think Dame stays?
I think they're going to try and keep him. I think he doesn't want to go join a super team. Like, he doesn't want that to be part of his little legacy. So it sucks, but yeah, I think he'll stay unless they actually trade him. I don't
Yeah,
think he walks on his own.
yeah,
Um, he had to give it like they had to split him and McCollum up though. That was never going to work.
right.
So they got rid of McCollum. They freed up a bunch of cap space, which
Yeah, it's like 21 million or something.
yeah, big. Yeah, and they got it. Yeah, they got another 60 million. The following year that's going to be free. So
Yeah,
you're kind of throwing this season away, and I think you got to go all in though to keep Dame. Like, you just got to go whatever superstar you can get your hands on. Just pay the man. Like,
but that's the problem. Portland is a small market team that can't get a superstar. They can't get a superstar free agent for whatever reason. No one wants to play in Portland, bro.
I don't know about that, man.
You
It's been the upper management. It's not like people are like, "Oh, I'm not playing in Portland." We're talking.
you tell me one superstar besides Dame who's come to play voluntarily and say, I want to go to Portland.
I'm telling you, it's upper management. They've never made moves though. Everything they've ever done is through the draft. They're not a they're not a big spender normally, but I mean, at this point, you freed up all the money. You gotta go spend.
I don't think it's happening, man. I don't think it's happening at all. Minnesota doing Minnesota things, man. They're on their own little tear right now. 134 to 114. Tyrese gone, bro. What was Sacramento thinking? I didn't understand that Tyrese Halliburton trade.
Yeah, they went all in on Fox. I mean, they gave him an absolute monster to play with. They had too many guards, man. They were just, somebody's got to go.
Yeah.
We need some big men that can score. Yeah, I don't think that trade was as lopsided as people made it out to be.
You're not the only
Halliburton's
one.
good, but also Halliburton puts up stats because his team is constantly in games that are 130 to 120 that they're losing. We haven't seen him in a competitive game that mattered yet in his career. So yeah, I mean, you get Sabonis. Usually whoever gets the better player wins the trade, man. So I think Sacramento is in a good spot here. They didn't have a need for Halliburton. He's good. He's definitely value for Indiana. But Sabonis is the better player.
He's the best player in that trade, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Sacramento, they got an absolute stud in the middle now. I'm interested to see what they do with some of these other bigs that they have. I think they're going to have another move here.
I like Rashawn Holmes too, but now it's like, okay.
I think you could play them side by side, but you got no
can.
need to have Bagley. There's just a couple other guys you could move here.
I'm surprised they didn't get rid of Bagley, bro.
I know.
That's
Well, I
kind of
mean, I'd
weird.
definitely rather get rid of Tristan Thompson, but
Absolutely.
the
But
fact
any
that they
team,
even asked for Bagley was interesting.
yeah, any team that was like, "Yo, we will take Tristan over Bagley," that's wild.
Yeah, I think they're gonna cut him and he can go sign wherever he wants.
That's wild. All right, man.
Miles Turner's happy.
Oh, you know it. You know it. He was cutting up on Twitter, bruh. He was just cutting up on all his platforms. He happy though. He wanted. I mean, he's been wanting out of there since Carlisle.
Mm-hmm.
I I just don't get it. Not Carlisle, but the other coach that didn't even last a year there. I can't even think of his name now. Short, ball headed guy, kind of looked like me, but he's not black. All right, man. Let's get into these games today. First game on the slate, man. We have San Antonio at Cleveland. Line on this right now is at 7, man. Cleveland -7. Total on this game is 217.5. If we go to the injury report for this game, doesn't look like I think it's kind of pivoting toward Darius probably playing today, right? Darius probably going today. I think he goes. Lonnie Walker is questionable. Trey Jones is questionable as well. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Darius Garland here. Maybe get some news after shoot around, but it looks right now the number is telling you that Cleveland can either get it done on their own or that Darius Garland's going to come back, which is going to be tremendous. Tremendous. I tell you, man, looking at what Cleveland's doing in their body of work right now, they've won the last 3 out of 4. We kind of thought that they were going to be a little clusterfuck after Garland went down, but they've been able to hold their own. As far as covering spreads, though, no. These last 2 games, yes. They beat Indy, they covered that spread, and they beat Charlotte, a game which they probably wasn't even supposed to win, right? So if I'm looking at a side here, I think I'm going to have to wait on this. We know how these teams do first quarter, first half. Cleveland, not so much as of late, but they kind of turned that around. I like Cleveland. I'm just not sure about these points at the moment. But if Garland plays, man, I would jump all on Cleveland. Who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to. I want to see Garland and Levert play here for me to really jump on Cleveland. Their last game is, if you're watching the box score, I mean, you might think they played okay. They played absolutely terrible against Indiana. They got blasted by 20 points in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They were down 15 at the half. Down going into the fourth quarter, they were shooting like 12% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they got hot. They got hot and start the fourth. I think it started the fourth on like a 19-2 run. And that was the only bright spot of the entire game for them. So I'm not impressed with Cleveland right now until they get these guards back. So if Garland plays and maybe Levert plays, I'll probably step on, Cleveland first quarter maybe. Interest in this game. And San Antonio's been playing with Jakob Poeltl healthy. They've been playing decent ball, man. You don't expect too much from them, but I think this is a game they could be competitive in. So I'm going to stay off it. If Garland and those guys play, though, I think Cleveland's the side here.
Yeah. Well, I
They
mean,
got a low scoring game too. If they don't,
yeah, this total, I wouldn't be surprised if it still goes under.
mm-hmm.
I will not be surprised if it still goes under, man, at all. So yeah, that's why I do want that news. You are right, man. If Levert goes in, I mean, Levert's a bucket. He's a bucket, dog. So it's definitely an upgrade from the Garland and Sexton duo. Now, I mean, now you've got some veterans there, with Karis LeVert being that veteran. I mean, maybe his defense is not the same, but I think offensively, Karis is probably, well, no, I don't even want to give that hot take, right? Colin Sexton is just great defensively. But I was going to say, but it's not really confidently, that Karis is the better offensive player than Sexton. What do you think about that?
He's a better scorer. I think Sexton is a better all-around offensive player. He's got better vision. His ball handling is way better.
Yeah.
His passing. But yeah, as pure scorer, I mean, Karis LeVert, I'm really interested to see, how he gels here because he's always been good. He just seems to have issues in the locker room. He doesn't get along with his teammates, but maybe it's just because he was in a shitty situation in Indiana. So we'll see, with this guy. But he's a scorer, man. The guy can do it at all three levels, man. He'll take it to the rack. His mid game is nice. He shoots the three. And he doesn't have a problem facilitating the offense.
Right.
When he's the one. So I could definitely see him staggering, him and Garland's rest because they don't really have any guards off the bench. So maybe let him run the one when Garland comes out and kind of stagger their minutes a little bit. So we'll see. But I don't know if he's ready to go yet tonight. I haven't seen an update on that yet. So if they both play, I think Cleveland gets this done. If they don't, I'd stay far away from this game.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Next game on the slate, we have Chicago Bulls at Charlotte Hornets. Right now, this line is Charlotte +3. Total on this game is 231.5. Mo points. I'm telling you right now, man, Charlotte looks terrible. Mm-hmm. Charlotte looks absolutely terrible. You lose Gordon Hayward. That sucks. I'm glad he's all right, man. That injury looked really bad in the beginning. It just reminded me of that leg break, right? It looked really bad in the beginning. But yeah, at this point, Charlotte 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game losing streak. I think it continues tonight. I do like Chicago here. As far as the injury report, no Gordon Hayward. Now you're playing T-Row more minutes. LaMelo Ball. I mean, all these guys are going to play more minutes now, right? PJ Washington, he's kind of iffy. Don't really know about him anymore. He looked good in the beginning of the season, right? I've always liked PJ Washington, but I like Miles Bridges better, right? But now you don't have any book night either, so there goes your depth. I just feel that they're going to be hurting from the guard position, right? Chicago, even though they have injuries in their own right, the only reason why I stepped off this game, honestly, is because the Sun wasn't playing. He's out. But I think Chicago can get it done at this low of a number. So if I had to choose a side here, it is Chicago. I'm off this game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I kind of like Chicago more with Densumo out right now. He's been playing terrible basketball the last couple of games. And they were in that position where you're not going to sit the kid. You're not going to hurt his confidence. You're going to let him work through it. But he was hurting that offense. Turnovers, can't hit a shot right now. I mean, he's just in a little, mini slump coming off of a little hot streak he was on there. I think Kobe White can run this offense no problem as a starting one here today.
You like Kobe White, man.
The guy's good, man. And he can score. And that's what you need when you got DeRozan and Vuk running the pick and roll. You need somebody that can hit a fucking shot.
Yeah.
I think Chicago gets this done. Charlotte's looked awful.
They have, bro.
Awful as of late. People caught on to their little, mini run they were on to start the year.
Yeah.
They're starting to figure out their offense. And yeah, they don't play any defense, so that doesn't help
their cause.
So Chicago's rolling right now. I think they're the side. I haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, I think they shouldn't have a problem here, especially DeRozan should have a field day.
Yeah, I believe it. Sam says he's moving on the Bulls for sure. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one.
I couldn't talk you off that at all, Sam. Not at all, brother. That just seems like the spot. So yeah, no play for us. Next game on the slate, man. Toronto at OKC. Line is 9.5, still 9.5. Total on this game is 209. I tell you right now, man. There's no way in hell. Let me see if that line changed. No, it's 209. The guy on the couch is looking crazy. He's like, wait a minute, it says 231. No, yeah, it's right. It's 209. 209 is the total. I'm telling you right now, bro. I already moved on Toronto. I got him at -9. I already moved that. That's an official play for me. Everybody is afraid of Golden State. Sam saying Raptors smack City. I believe it. What the Raptors are doing to teams right now is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The guys are long. The guys play defense, right? And these guys are playing some great ball as a whole. Great ball as a whole, man. Raptors right now. If I'm looking at their injury report, really nobody, right? OKC still has Shea out, still has Muscala out, right? I'm telling you right now, man. There's no way. I mean, it's not. This is one of these. I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is plays, bro. Honestly, this is one of these. I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is plays. Because the Raptors, the way they've been playing and the body of work they've been putting up, I don't even see how OKC scores here. And everybody is going to be on that narrative. Well, OKC can cover spreads. They can absolutely cover spreads. They just seem to hang around. I don't think they can do it. I don't even think they get to the century mark against Toronto. I promise you. That's who I feel about this game. So I did jump on it. I like Toronto here. I'm not afraid of this number. I think this game gets out of hand. These guys are going to get boards. I believe they're like number 2 or something in offensive boards, or number 1. One of the I just don't see how OKC is going to even score points here. So I did jump on Toronto. Toronto is the side that I'm on. I like it. Who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all over Toronto. I took a bunch of their futures to win the East. I'm going Toronto first half once the line drops. And then as far as the game, though, I might just end up playing the Toronto by 21 or more.
Alt line, huh? Wow.
Because it's either going to be a blowout or OKC is going to surprisingly keep it close and lose by 8 or 9. Otherwise, this one's going to get out of hand, like some games yesterday. So I'll probably take the plus 450. And they're on the front end of a back-to-back, but they got Houston on the other end of it. So it's not like they're looking forward to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto should get this thing done, man. They're playing good ball right now. I think they're one of the top, 2 or 3 teams in the East. So, yeah, I don't know how OKC constantly stays in games, but this shouldn't be the one that they stay in. So I'll jump on the first half, though. It should be about 5. I'll take, and then I'll play the blowout.
Well, were you, I guess, looking at this game, what kind of makes you hesitant of doing something like maybe a Toronto trifecta or even full game?
One, their first quarters are interesting, like hit or miss. First half, they kind of, gives a little more time, but the game is just OKC covers, man. They cover against they cover against good teams that they shouldn't be covering against. They covered that Golden State game was 12.5. They cover that. Sacramento, they didn't cover that, but they're just in competitive games every time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why. Last good team they played, Chicago, 1-point game.
Yeah.
2-point game at Dallas. That should have been a blowout. So I don't know how they stick around. I also think on being on a back-to-back that Toronto will step off the gas early and, give these guys some rest so that they're ready to roll tomorrow. And, OKC maybe comes back and steals it. But I think first half is a lock, man. They're going to
jump on that too. I might jump on that once that drops. You're right. I just think that step off the gas and Nick Nurse, those are oxymorons. Those don't even go together. Yeah. All right. Toronto's the game, man. Toronto's the side. I like it. Next game, man. Dub City. Go on to play. Take note. Utah Jazz. Bro, I don't understand this game. I really don't give a shit about this game, to be honest with you. I do not give a shit about this game, dog. I don't. Line right now is Utah Jazz -2. It's 2.5 now. So money's coming in on the Jazz. I mean, you don't have any Gobert. Right now, that injury report, I'm going to look at the most updated one here. Klay Thompson is resting, right? He's resting. So right now, still no Dre, still no AI Andre Iguodala. Kevin Looney is questionable, so maybe Kevon doesn't play. Rudy Gay is questionable, and then Rudy Gobert is out. I guess maybe everybody's liking this Mitchell and Clarkson, duo. I don't know. I mean, Conley, you guard heavy. Uh, I didn't get the line, to be honest with you. They just played not too long ago, and that was a push, right? But I just think the tear that Golden State has been on as of late, I want to say they've won 9 games in a row right now, right? So for this line to be only 2 points and Warriors being the dogs, right? Maybe it's the fact that they had a close game last game. I'm not sure. But they've beaten OKC, Sac, San Antonio, Houston, Brooklyn, Minnesota, Dallas before they beat Utah. Right? And before that, they played Houston. Maybe it's the easy schedule. I don't know, Corey, but I just really feel like Golden State should still be the side here. They should still be the side here. I don't have a play on this game. My lean is Golden State. Who do you like here?
No, my lean's Utah here, man. One, it has been an easy schedule. Outside of that Dallas game, that's the only decent team that they played in the last 9.
Yeah.
Utah team they played didn't have Mitchell. They didn't have anybody that night, actually. So look, Utah's looked okay with Mitchell back. I'd say the X factor in this game is going to be Looney. If he goes, he should dominate the boards because Whiteside looked awful against Mitchell Robinson in his last game. I think Mitchell Robinson had like 18 rebounds. So look, if Looney's in, he could probably dominate the boards, get Curry a couple extra shots, maybe get it done here.
Yeah.
If Looney doesn't go, though, I think Golden State gets smacked tonight. No Klay Thompson. They're going to rest some guys. They're clearly looking at the second half of this back-to-back instead.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to burn the guys out in the altitude. Utah's got Mitchell back. It's a big game for him. I think they get it done at home. So, yeah, I'll wait on the Looney news. If he's out, though, I might end up stepping on Utah here.
I'm with it. Yeah. I mean, I'm on the other side. I just think when you on this run here, you could win this game outright. For them to be dogs, I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, off this game for now. Guy on the couch, do we even have to talk about this game? Can we just go to the next game? Are you playing this game, Corey?
No.
Next game. I'm serious, man. Do we even need to talk about the Lakers right now?
They're going to win this game, but I'm not giving 8.5 points by any means. So, yeah, I mean, maybe fingers crossed you guys pull off a trade for Dame right here.
I don't even want to talk about. No, first off, okay, we're just gonna fucking talk about the Lakers, right? I think they win this game too. I think so. I think they win this game by double digits. Sam is like, fuck this game. Sam, I'm with you, bro. For real, man. For real. I don't even know what to say. Well, first off, I mean, they had no chance against Milwaukee and how Milwaukee's been playing, right? Milwaukee firing on all cylinders, when healthy, are going to beat any team in the NBA. Any team. This is your defending reigning champions right now. So that doesn't surprise me. Portland pretty much having a dumpster fire over there. They're pretty much, if you want to call it starting over, this is what it would look like, right? You can't tank. And the NBA's lottery rules have kind of made it almost impossible and hard to tank, right? So you really don't want to tank because there's no incentive to it. So now you can see a rebuilding, a rebranding, if you call it, to try to at least keep Dame there. I think you're in a position to where if Orlando smacked you up last night, you're on a back-to-back. the Lakers should do it on their own back-to-back. Not that far of a travel, right? We're talking about maybe a 3-hour plane ride, if that. I think right now, man, that Lakers is the side. If you keep getting burned by them, I don't blame you for not playing this game. I'm not playing this fucking game, but I probably might get around to it. Who do you like, Corey? I guess since we got to talk about the game.
Look, Lakers will win this game. I'm also interested to see the Lakers injury report. You know, all those fucking guys like to take back-to-backs off. So they could sit everybody. Who knows? But Portland doesn't play any defense, which is, you know, teams that Lakers actually play good against is when they're not being challenged.
Yeah.
So do they win this game by 3 or 4? Maybe. Yeah, look, I'm not giving 8.5 at the Lakers right now, man.
You can't, bro. You can't. You can't. You can't do that.
I think they win this game, but I wouldn't bet this game. I mean, regardless of injury reports or anything today, I'm not stepping on this one.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, man, this line open in some books at 6.5. You know what I'm saying? 7.5, bro. So, I mean, if you found the sweet spot, you got it, right? But once it got to 8, it got smacked back down to 7.5. So some big money must have came in to bring that number back up. I don't know. And it might not have been big money. It could be really, in my opinion, the book's trying to even out the sides. I guarantee you so much money came in on Portland. It had to, man. 8.5 points, dog. Whatever originator created that line needs to be fired. Dead ass, man. Whoever did that. I ain't touched this game. I might not even watch this fucking game. Next game. Last game on the slate, man. Sacramento Kings or Minnesota Timberwolves at Sacramento Kings. I'm gonna get guy on couch. Minnesota Timberwolves at Sacramento Kings. This line right now is 9.5. Oof. 9.5. Minnesota minus 9.5, bruh. Total on this game is 233.5. I think Minnesota, this is one of these games that's just going to get out of hand. This is going to get out of hand real fast. I'm telling you right now. This game should be a blowout by Minnesota until you get Sacramento back in the right spot to where they are at least set on their lineup, who they're going to play, you know, get these guys involved. This game here, haven't stepped on it, but the way Minnesota's been playing as of late, they beat Sacramento already, so this is what you want to call a home and home, right? They just played yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yep,
Yeah.
last night.
Last night. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how this gets any better for him. That line was -9. That line was -9. Yeah, tough news. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah. Guy on couch had an accident with his daughter. She's good to go. So he's been up for about 36 hours straight. It's been crazy around here this week, bro. It has been absolutely crazy what's happening. Seriously. But yeah, who do you like in this game, man? Are you just going back to the well with Minnesota? I see that you cashed them first half full game, right?
Yeah, and that was easy, man. I jumped on them when the trade news came out.
Mm-hmm.
So Sacramento doesn't have anybody. They're not going to have anybody tonight either. And then Rashawn Holmes, I'm interested to see if he plays tonight. He got ruled out like 15 minutes before the game for a personal issue last night.
Was he mad because he lost Tyrese Halliburton?
Maybe. Yeah.
He's like, I ain't playing tonight. Y'all done killed this team.
Boyfriend got traded. Fucking real emotional. Yeah, I don't know. If Holmes plays, maybe this stays a little more competitive, but
yeah.
We just saw it last night in Sacramento.
Nothing's
changed here. We got another night of rest, and I think I'm going to probably hold off a little just to make sure Minnesota doesn't try and rest some guys tonight.
Yeah.
So I do want to see their starting lineup. But if they're rolling at full health, I think they rout them again. Minnesota's playing good ball, and you're getting a team that doesn't have anybody right now. You know, there'll be a different team when Sabonis is ready to come in and some of those guys. But yeah, Minnesota's the side here, man. They should smack them.
Yeah.
I will say you're not going to lose any line value by waiting to see the starting lineups. It's already set. So wait, make sure, you know, this would be a spot for Minnesota to get some guys a night off. So
Right. Absolutely.
we'll see what approach they take to that. But if they're fully healthy here, this is another 20-point game again.
Yeah, man. I get it. All right, man. Leans for the day.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now. I got it, man. As small as the slate is, Corey, I've got some looks, bro. I've got some looks. I'm waiting on the news for Cleveland. I'm leaning Cleveland full game. That's definitely a lean for me. I'm leaning Chicago. As bad as Charlotte's been playing, I'm leaning Chicago here. That's definitely the side. This line is now moved to 2.5. It was at 3. I'm leaning Golden State. I just think that's one of those things. The funny thing, though, is that the majority of the side is on Golden State, right? So if I start to see this line come down a little, maybe 1.5 or so, then I'm off. I'm off. Maybe you called it right with the Jazz.
Lakers 1.5 right now.
Yeah. See, maybe I might say I'm glad I didn't, because I looked at that early. I was going to just jump on it, man. I was. Portland, LA, not going to even watch that goddamn game. And then Minnesota, I'm leaning Minnesota first half. Could even get to the first quarter, bro. This could easily be a trifecta game. We know how good Minnesota is first quarter and first half anyways, right? So Cleveland, Chicago, Minnesota, and Golden State, now not so much. What are your leans?
Yeah, right now I got a lean on Chicago. I'll call it a lean on Toronto first half just because I don't have the line yet on it, but I'll definitely get there when it comes out. And then I got a lean on Toronto by 21 or more at plus 450. And yeah, that's about it. Maybe the Cleveland game, but that really depends on the news, and the line is going against me right now. So probably won't get to too much today, but I think it is a good game, you know, slate of games to bet.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I mean, Karras is going to go tonight, right?
No. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Even if Garland is out and Karras is in, I mean, that, bro, that could still be worth a look. Just saying. Still be worth a look, man. All right, official picks.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, I already jumped on it, dog. I took Toronto full game -9. This is I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is game. I don't see how OKC scores on defense is playing well. You know what other defense is playing well? Boston. And you saw what they did to Charlotte, right? I don't know if that was more of an exposure to Charlotte not really playing good, even though Gordon Hayward going down, or Boston being on this run that they are playing damn good defense. I think Toronto's in that same category. I like them. Already jumped on it -9. Who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it'll be Toronto first half -5, -6, whatever it ends up being. Shouldn't have an issue there in the first half. So that's where I'm at for official picks so far.
Okay. I like it, man. So we both like Toronto. Usually, Corey, the funny thing is when you and I are on the same side of games, it's usually a good sign.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, more often than not, we are on the same side. You know, it's not so very often that we disagree, which is kind of crazy. You know, usually you have people that are on the same sides. They just wind up losing. You know what I'm saying? So the only game that looks like we're not on really is in agreement with is the Brooklyn or Utah and Golden State game. But yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. That is the show for today, man. Small slate. Still took 40 minutes of your time. hopefully gave you some information that you guys can take with you and incorporate with your own capping throughout the day. It's still early in the morning, so things could change, man. Things could really change. Couch. The bromance is real. Come get your boy, Corey. Come get your boy, man. It is hump day, man. Have you made any wagers for football just yet?
Not yet, man. But I'm looking at Cincinnati, man.
I am too. I already took him, dog.
So,
I already took him.
No, I don't know, man. I'll probably have some fun with some fantasy and
Yeah,
have some beers and grill up some meat for the game.
bruh. I'm coming over your house. It's already established.
Come on over, man.
It's already
We're gonna be
established.
hanging out.
Get the beer. Now, I can't drink no beer, but I need that wine ready to go, bruh.
Got wine, man. We'll get a couple boxes for you.
Oh, yeah. Sam, cheers to you, brother. It has been a show, Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel as we are building. We got a website coming out on the way. We've got some merch coming out on the way, man. Some good things happening. Corey, until again, brother, I'll see you, man. Y'all be easy.